Joan of Arc, the maid, the myth, the martyr. Ever heard of a teenager who turned the tide of a century-long war? Prepare to be captivated by the extraordinary story of Joan of Arc, a peasant girl who became a legend. Joan of Arc was born in Domremy, France, around 1412. France was in turmoil, embroiled in the 100 Years' War with England. The English, allied with the Burgundians, controlled much of northern France, including Reims, the city where French kings were traditionally crowned. From a young age, Joan claimed to experience visions and hear voices of saints, including St. Michael, St. Catherine, and St. Margaret. These divine voices instructed her to aid Charles, the uncrowned Dauphin of France, and drive the English out of the country. Imagine the courage it took for a young girl to believe so fervently in her divine mission. These weren't just fleeting thoughts, they were powerful, persistent directives that shaped her destiny. Joan's unwavering faith fueled her conviction that she was chosen for a purpose far greater than herself. This belief would ultimately inspire a nation. At the age of 16, Joan embarked on a perilous journey to Vaucouleurs, a nearby town loyal to Charles. She sought an audience with Robert de Baudricourt, the garrison commander, and requested to be taken to the Dauphin. Initially, Baudricourt dismissed her as a delusional peasant girl. However, Joan's persistence and unwavering belief in her mission eventually won him over. He was struck by her sincerity and the conviction in her eyes. Baudricourt provided her with an escort to Chinon, where Charles was residing. The meeting with Charles was a pivotal moment. To test her, Charles hid himself among his courtiers. Yet, Joan immediately recognized him, further solidifying her divine connection in the eyes of those present. She revealed details about Charles's private prayers, convincing him of her divine mandate. Charles, desperate for any advantage, granted Joan command of a small army. Dressed in shining armor and carrying a banner emblazoned with the fleur-de-lis, Joan inspired the demoralized French troops. Her presence alone instilled a renewed sense of hope and purpose. The city of Orléans was under siege by the English, and its fall would have been a devastating blow to the French. Joan arrived at Orléans in April 1429, and her arrival immediately boosted the morale of the besieged French soldiers and the townspeople. She implemented a strategy of aggressive assaults on the English fortifications. In a series of swift and decisive battles, Joan led the French to victory, breaking the siege of Orléans in just 9 days. This victory, known as the Siege of Orléans, was a turning point in the 100 Years' War. It shattered the myth of English invincibility and ignited a flame of hope throughout France. Following the victory at Orléans, Joan led the French army on a series of successful campaigns, liberating towns and fortresses along the Loire River. Her military acumen and unwavering faith continued to inspire her troops. She was not just a figurehead, she was a leader who fought alongside her soldiers. Joan's ultimate goal was to escort Charles to Reims for his coronation. Reims was under Burgundian control, making the journey dangerous and challenging. Despite the risks, Joan was determined to fulfill her divine mission. In July 1429, Joan and her army successfully reached Reims. Charles was crowned King Charles VII of France in the Cathedral of Reims, with Joan standing by his side. This coronation was a symbolic victory, legitimizing Charles's claim to the throne and solidifying Joan's place in French history. Despite her successes, Joan faced opposition from within the French court. Some advisors were jealous of her influence over Charles, while others questioned her divine claims. Political intrigue and shifting alliances created a dangerous environment for Joan. In May 1430, while defending the town of Compiègne against a Burgundian siege, Joan was captured. She was sold to the English, who saw her as a heretic and a threat to their authority. Her capture marked a tragic turning point in her life. The English put Joan on trial for heresy in Rouen. The trial was politically motivated, designed to discredit Charles VII and undermine French morale. Joan was interrogated relentlessly, but she remained steadfast in her faith and refused to recant her claims. After months of grueling interrogation, Joan was condemned as a heretic and sentenced to be burned at the stake. On May 30th, 1431, at the age of 19, Joan was burned alive in the marketplace of Rouen. Her courage and unwavering faith in the face of death cemented her status as a martyr. Joan of Arc's story did not end with her death. In 1456, a retrial was ordered by Charles VII, and Joan was posthumously declared innocent. This act not only cleared her name, but also solidified her image as a national heroine. Joan's legacy has endured for centuries. She is revered as a symbol of French nationalism, courage, and faith. Her story has inspired countless works of art, literature, and music. She represents the power of belief and the ability of one person to make a difference. Joan of Arc was canonized as a saint by the Catholic Church in 1920. Her feast day is celebrated on May 30th. She is the patron saint of France and soldiers. Her story continues to resonate with people around the world, reminding us of the importance of standing up for what we believe in, even in the face of adversity. Joan of Arc's story is often romanticized, but it's important to analyze her role within the historical context of the 100 Years' War. Her emergence as a military leader was a product of the specific circumstances of the time. France was deeply divided, and the monarchy was weak. Joan provided a unifying figure, a symbol of hope and resistance against English domination. Her peasant origins made her relatable to the common people, while her unwavering faith resonated with the deeply religious society of the time. She tapped into a deep well of national sentiment. Her military successes, while remarkable, were also due to the changing nature of warfare. The English longbow, which had been so devastating in earlier battles, was becoming less effective against improved French defences. Joan's aggressive tactics and her ability to inspire her troops played a crucial role in turning the tide of the war. Joan of Arc's story is not just a historical account. It's an inspirational narrative that transcends time. Her unwavering belief in her divine mission, her courage in the face of adversity, and her willingness to sacrifice everything for her country make her a role model for all. She reminds us that age and social status are not barriers to achieving greatness. She demonstrates the power of faith, determination, and the importance of standing up for what is right, even when it's difficult. Her story is a testament to the human spirit's capacity for resilience and courage. Joan's life teaches us that even the most ordinary individuals can achieve extraordinary things when they are driven by a strong sense of purpose. She inspires us to believe in ourselves, to pursue our dreams, and to make a positive impact on the world. Her legacy is a beacon of hope for those who feel powerless or marginalized. For history buffs, Joan of Arc's story offers a fascinating glimpse into the political and social dynamics of 15th century France. Her life provides a window into the complexities of the 100 Years' War, the role of religion in medieval society, and the challenges faced by women in positions of power. For the general audience, Joan's story is a compelling narrative of courage, faith, and sacrifice. Her journey from a humble peasant girl to a national heroine is both inspiring and relatable. Her story reminds us that anyone, regardless of their background, can make a difference in the world. Whether you are a seasoned historian or simply someone looking for an inspiring story, Joan of Arc's life offers something for everyone. Her legacy continues to resonate with people of all ages and backgrounds, making her one of the most enduring figures in history. Joan of Arc's life was a testament to unwavering faith, unparalleled courage, and the transformative power of belief. Her story continues to inspire generations, reminding us that even in the face of overwhelming odds, one person can ignite a revolution. She embodies the spirit of resilience, determination, and the unwavering pursuit of justice. Now, we encourage you to delve deeper into the life of Joan of Arc. Read biographies, explore historical documents, and visit the places where she lived and fought. Share this incredible story with others, sparking conversations and inspiring them to embrace their own inner strength. Subscribe to our podcast for more captivating historical narratives, leave a review to help us reach a wider audience, and join our online community to discuss the enduring legacy of Joan of Arc. Let her story empower you to stand up for what you believe in and make a difference in the world.